And hello everyone, welcome back, BogMod here. Last time I think we basically finished off chapter 2. Yeah.
Are you sure it's alright for you to come back with us? Shouldn't you stay in Crossbell?
Yeah. I was appointed to the branch campus because of a recommendation from the Governor General. I know the real reason behind it, so I'd been dodging it. But, once I heard Shirley and the Red Constellation were creeping around in the Empire, I felt like I had no choice but to accept.
What an awful thing to have happen.
The Governor General was trying to send you as far away as possible so you couldn't interfere.
And he
Yeah,
succeeded.
that's what I was thinking. But maybe it was the right thing to do anyway.
Huh?
Both on the surface and behind the scenes, Crossbell's mixed up in everything that's about to go down in Erebonia. So, I might as well give some covering fire.
I mean, if you'd stayed in Crossbell, you'd have found your own way to
From
do that.
way over in the Empire in a little town called Leaves, while I keep the students there in line.
Oh, Randy, you don't do any of that. We just have to look to Ash to know how that's true.
I'm glad.
It's the same with me. Just like Randy said, if something happens to Erebonia, Crossbell will get dragged into it too.
Yeah. But again, Erebonia invaded your country.
So for my family's sake, and the sake of everyone else in Crossbell,
Crossbell must become independent of Erebonia.
I decided to protect my home.
Oh.
In a different way from Lloyd and the others.
Well, that too, I guess.
And now, I feel like maybe there's a future. Where people from both Crossbell and Erebonia can laugh together as friends.
I feel like you've forgotten a lot of the context of Erebonia being in charge of your city.
Now I'm really, really glad.
Remember you talked about them taking away your pride? And your hopes and your dreams and all the things they were doing to keep the SSS out of the way?
I see. You're certainly impressive.
Compared to the way you were the other day, you're a completely different person now.
You're gonna make something of yourself, Uni. I can tell.
Hey, are you all just making fun of me?
Well, I certainly am. But I'm a heartless video game player. So what do you expect? And Ash, I still don't like you. Musea, I still like you.
Meow. You're too good at this.
Aww.
Huh? Is that... Yuna! Randy! Rain!
Huh?
Well, well, well.
Oh,
That's...
Lloyd, Kian, Arios.
The Divine Blade of Wind, too.
Guess they were able to break out of the birdcage, huh?
Maybe? I thought the implication was they were let go. It's hilarious because if the government ordered to, Reed would stop him from meddling and do it on his power to stop him. All right.
Your
Now-
rank has increased.
Ooh, good.
Here's your reward. How commendable.
Ooh, mid-class.
A gift from His Majesty. Accept
Oh.
it with gratitude.
I will. So.
The
Yeah.
top score. Excellent.
All 90 points. All right. Good, good, good. Everything is going great. Ooh. Level 3 bond with Kurt. Level 3 bond with Altina. Level 2 bond with Muse. Level 3 bond with Elisa. Level 3 with Macius. Level 3 with Emma. Some cash. And we'll save. Alright. The Kreutzen province of Berehard, the Verdant City. This is where Eustace's homeland is. Yeah, Duke Alberea. Eustace Alberea. Acting Duke's office. Ah, Eustace. In charge. Large and in charge.
I see. So Marquis Ragnar will be absent as well. I take it this means House Higharms will be the only one of the 4 great houses in attendance.
Would that it were different. For all of his faults, Marquis Ragnar is a man of principle.
That's why he joined a rebellion and overthrew the legitimately appointed government of our country. And then quit that and promised not to be involved anymore and be neutral.
Which makes his continuing house arrest for his actions during the Civil War all the more unfortunate.
He helped launch a coup against the Emperor. What do you expect?
One can't be too careful with a man who can lead his own militia. Though compared to the Governor General of Crossbell, he's a mere child playing with toys.
Useless.
Sorry, just idle thoughts.
Idle thoughts about how supremely skilled my brother is.
By the by, what kind of man is this Marquis Ballad?
Every bit the man the rumors make him out to be. Foolhardy and greedy, but dangerously savvy when it comes to matters of personal gain. I can't even imagine how his presence will disrupt our conference, and I'm unfortunate enough to be his caretaker.
Well, with your father there, I can't imagine he'll be too much of a terror. Marquis Higharms tends to have a sobering effect on people.
Very true. My father does not suffer fools gladly. But after the recent incidents in Crossbell and Sutherland, there's no telling what to expect. You would do well to exercise caution yourself.
You hardly need to remind me. Besides, I'm going to be among people I trust.
That's right. I suppose the conference does overlap with the branch campus's field exercises.
Politics!
Something else for me to look forward to. It will be a pleasure to see Class 1's former rivals reunited after all.
A little hint about our next field exercise there. There's a conference coming up.
Lord Eustace, your visitor has arrived.
Ah, yes, let her in.
Right this way, young lady.
Thanks.
Milliam!
How's it going, Eustace? Long time no see.
Hello, Milliam. You're a little late.
Hey, it's not my fault it takes so long to get approved. Why do I need to get permission every time I want to see you anyway?
Because
The
you're
reason
like...
should be obvious, given each of our positions.
You're like a government...
Yeah!
possession?
Hey!
That's hard to...
Dodging's no fair.
Not sure how to...
Sometimes I fear you'll never learn.
Not sure how to
You're
describe...
15 now, aren't you? Would it kill you to act a bit more ladylike?
Rami! Think fast!
Oh, hell.
Gotcha!
But yeah, it is interesting to what degree... Like, she's an artificial... Like, I don't know what the rights are in Erebonia for artificial humans.
Get off me! You can't just jump on someone in an outfit like that.
Oh, you want to compare fashion notes, Mr. Fancy Haircut? But fine, if it keeps you from getting any more wrinkles.
Just get off.
If only you had a superpower like Reen did, Eustace. You could escape being hugged by a friend. Good old
Now this is good!
never-ending cake.
Every bit as tasty as the pancakes Tilly and I had earlier.
You know, the children in town are starting to act more like you. Why do I get the feeling you've been teaching them?
Well, we have been hanging out a little. Every time I come visit you, I get to know them a little better. They're all really good kids.
That they are. So what if she was artificially created? She's just like any other girl.
Except for the robot. And being an Ironblood.
Aside from her complaints about not getting taller anyway.
And yeah, apparently the artificial aspects of her creation.
Something on your mind?
Not at all.
And that she works at the various highest levels of the intelligence service of her country.
So, how are things on your end? As for me, my schedule remains unchanged.
All right. Even with all the crazy stuff that's happened, I should be good to go. Are you excited? You and me going on vacation.
I suppose the place is so pretty that it would feel like a vacation. Even if we're walking into what is essentially a carnival of villainy.
Hmm?
You got away with words, Eustace.
I'm more curious now.
I just wish I had access to more information.
If only you were less prone to blurting that out.
Even if most of the classified stuff is just about nobles and the Bracer Guild.
I wouldn't worry about it. That's standard operating procedure for the intelligence division. Though, I imagine your status as an Ironblood gets you more leeway than others.
Still, if I had the same clearance as Lecter, I could be so much more helpful to everyone from Class 7. Reen, Elisa, and Machias seem to have it especially tough. Fee and Sarah, though, I think they can take care of themselves.
You don't have to worry about taking care of any of us. Besides, the fact that you're a part of Class 7 means so much more to us than any political favor you could offer.
Oh, now that I appreciate that sentiment, Eustace.
I'm giving you another hug.
I think he earned it with that line.
No, you are not.
Wait, what's that sound?
Ah, it must be Class 7 related. I wonder what happened.
It's my ringtone.
No way.
Could it be?
Been a while, Eustace.
Gaius.
Oh, and Milliam is with you too.
It's Gaius, right? I'm pretty sure it's Gaius.
Gaius?
Yeah! I wonder what he's been up to. Haroom. Western Arbonia, Lamar Province, Languedoc. Raquel, the Entertainment City. This should be fun to see. I assume that's going to be our next stop. It's a carnival of villainy, after all. So, Jaegers fighting other Jaegers? Battle kitties are usually a sign of Jaegers.
Wow, they're really going at it.
Hi, Shirley.
I figured Needhog would be good, but the other guys are no slouches themselves. Betcha they'll give us a pretty good fight.
They've both been in shambles ever since the Civil War. The dragon lost its head. And as for the other group, well...
Guess this makes it a fight neither side can afford to lose. I'd like to have a battle with a certain someone myself.
You wouldn't be talking about little old me now, would you? Easy now, Blitz. I'm unarmed, see? I should be the one on edge here.
Sorry, but I'd rather not take any chances. Not with someone who can go toe-to-toe with Lord Balder.
Aw, lighten up. Can't you relax around an old drinking buddy?
I think Daddy might be the only person who could drink with you and not be nervous. That said... This is pretty weird. I saw you and Uncle Balder kill each other with my own eyes. And now you're here. Does this have something to do with that cool purple shadow thing?
Yeah, there you are, chatting all comfortably with Orbrus.
Seriously, though, you don't really want to start a fight in a place like this, do you? The two of you against little old me? I'd have zero chance of winning.
I don't believe that for a second.
You're real funny, old man. But I get it. We're all just observers this time. So, once you get things squared away with your business, come pay us a visit. We'll be waiting.
Excuse us, Jaeger King.
Jaeger King and the God of War. The two strongest Jaegers. Well, then they killed each other, but then he got better.
Really had me sweating there. Old man like me wouldn't stand a chance against all that youthful exuberance. Don't you think?
Oh, Sarah.
I'm just talking to myself. Don't let it spook you. The Colonel, your dad, took good care of me back in the day. Introduced me to my favorite brand of smokes.
And it turns out, when you come back to life as a zombie man, you can't get lung cancer.
By the way, I meant to thank you for taking care of Fee. Chasing us from battlefield to battlefield's all well and good, but raising that kid right is what really matters. Even if you're practically a kid yourself.
Yikes. That was just like 3 years ago. Colonel. I haven't heard that in a while.
I do like her weapon designs. The gun and the sword.
Bloody Shirley. No, the Sanguine Ogre.
I think everyone's chest got bigger in this game.
She had to have noticed me too. I've been off the front lines for too long. Meanwhile, Fee's been picking up skill after skill. I'm really starting to feel my age.
You're like 23 or something.
Wait, what am I saying?
Oh, there we
I'm
are.
only 27. Well, almost 28, but...
Still.
Either way, I'm too young to be old.
Yes, you're like at the prime of your abilities.
Okay, Sarah, focus. We've got two of the strongest Jaeger corps, the dragons and these Jaegers in purple, battling it out.
Well, that's... I mean, you could have given them names.
One way or another, things are gonna come to a head. For me and for the kids. And you know, even if he is a far cry from the Viscount, I have to admit, the Jaeger King is a real fox.
She likes older men. Handsome, dashing older men. You know, I'd be fine with her shacking up with the Viscount. She can become Laura's new mom, which would make her Reen's mother-in-law when him and Laura eventually team up. Hello, giant statue. Now we're in Nord. I remember this bit. I remember this giant stone statue. I assume we're in
Well,
Nord.
someone's early for a change.
Best basking in its glory?
Is this another Divine Knight?
Even I was surprised when I first saw it.
Yeah. I hear there's another one in a place called Nord.
Oh, well now. I was wrong.
Yes, just about the same size, too.
But you can see why I was mistaken.
Even though it's a very different shape. Wait, is something bothering you?
No. I don't sense any power within this thing. It's nothing but a shell. Just makes me wonder where the insides went.
Insides?
Sorry we're late.
Have you been a good girl, Jubilee?
Took you too long enough.
They just nobody gives
I
Jubilee any
said
respect.
sorry. Oh, the almighty conflagration is with you.
My, are we interrupting something intimate?
Don't even joke about that. I would never. Especially not with some lazy, irresponsible bum like him.
I mean, she's not completely wrong about him.
Never is right. No man could ever sway a little lord's pet like her. Well, aside from maybe that Ashen kid. Isn't he your type?
Well, he has the magical JRPG protagonist power of making all the ladies love him.
Dear me.
Absolutely not! And what do you mean, Lord's pet? If anything, McBurn, you don't have enough respect for the Anguis.
I guess that makes two of us.
Campanella respects nobody but the Grandmaster.
It's you.
It has been a while, fool.
When was the last time? The Crossbell incident?
I believe so. Though we've all been busy roaming across the continent, so I won't hold it against you. With that, all of us who were stationed to the west are here. Except Shirley, that is.
Yeah, the crazy ogre chick's off getting a read on the front lines.
The thought of her off on her own scares me a little. But we have preparations to make. Before our beautiful and proud lord arrives.
There's no need for that.
The Steel Maiden.
My lord.
I didn't expect you to arrive so early.
In terms of fighting power, she's also supposed to be one of the powerhouses of
My lord!
of
I'm
Ouroboros.
so glad you're here.
In direct personal strength type power.
I didn't think I would get to see you so soon.
Nor did I. I thought we had several days left to wait.
Which makes me wonder. McBurn versus the Steel Maiden. Who comes out on top?
Change among the Anguis?
Yes. The Oathbreaker and Lady Mariabelle decided to take on Arteria.
Interesting.
And the professor completed the final ion earlier than planned.
Sounds like he's been working hard.
He probably didn't like what happened to his last one.
Ah, Campanella and McBurn. How long has it been? About a year?
Sounds about right.
Still wearing that clunky helmet of yours, I see. There's a nice breeze right now, so why don't you take it off?
McBurn! How dare you say that to our lord?
Now, Duvalie. He's no subject of mine. Since we're ahead of schedule, why don't we have a little duel?
Yes.
If you can manage to tear this helm from my head, I'll be able to feel the lovely breeze you mentioned.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh?
Not because I think I'll lose, but because I don't think I can actually win.
Interesting. So basically, McBurn thinks they're evenly matched.
Just like all of our other fights.
Ah, there we go. Ends in a draw.
What? You're right.
Which makes me wonder, is one of them secretly holding back?
Although, the outcomes may have been different had you taken my sword lessons more seriously.
Damn it, don't treat me like I'm Louvet.
Just what is their relationship?
I'm gonna put in my headcanon that it's a sexy relationship. I mean, I'm like 103% sure it isn't.
Now let us begin.
Is that the extra ion?
The third of our experiments to reclaim the Phantasmal Blaze plan.
We had the heavy, we had the lightweight, so now it's got to be the replacement of the primary one.
To determine whether or not a vessel can gain power through combat.
Interesting. Okay. Pulse of Steel. Very cool. I liked that. Had some good interaction. A little bit of insight. Enough to tantalize and tease in a way that I enjoyed. Kind of give us a bit more of a preview of what's going to come. Light rain. Once we get control again, I think we'll take a little break. Hi, Celestin. Aw, he's got the umbrellas for the students. What a good butler. Even taking care of the gardening. La, 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 la. Mint and Tita admiring their handiwork. Schmidt, that wacky professor. There we are, taking a little break here. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you also found that little bit with Ouroboros just as fascinating and interesting as I did. Interesting revelation about McBurn and the Steel Maiden in terms of how good they are. It's kind of interesting to think that if we take her comments at face value, if he trained himself more, he could exceed her. Which kind of explains why he doesn't train himself more. He's already too powerful as it is. It's like if you taught Superman Kung Fu or something along those lines. Or, or like in One Punch Man. He doesn't need to be better at fighting. If anything, that avoids the whole point of why he wants to fight, which is a challenge. Though I suppose even he can get bored of the same result over and over. Oh well. Talk to you soon.